Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another podcast. The Pod to End All Podcast, the originals _ sports podcast. I am one of your originals, Big Mike. Okay, let's give you a little intro of all the other originals here. So, one of the originals here, Pacific Northwest Zone, the Homer Dylan, who is not AI generated, by the way. There was some comments in our last podcast that I wasn't sure if AI. Yes, Dylan is a real person. Dylan is here to confirm that he is a real person, a real Pacific Northwesterner. So all you Pacific Northwesterner lover fans of all the Pacific Northwest teams, Homer Dylan is here. That's one of ours. Another original, my brother from another, Philadelphia Eagles fanatic. LA Lakers fanatic, but not a LeBron James or Nick Sirianni fanatic. My boy Smooth.
Ho. Not a fanatic. A grown man fan.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my God.
Sure. Grown man fan.
Okay.
Man fanatic. Even better. Grown man fanatic. We're going to love those two together. Smooth Stradamus. We need lottery tickets or lottery numbers from Smooth at some point by the end of the year. And
Call me now.
Call me Miss Cleo or Mr. Cleo, whatever you want to call him. Mr. J. Williams, Smooth, my brother. And last but not least, some diversity on the pod. The one and only, world famous, amazing. Also has her own podcast, the Survivor Podcast. My home girl, NFL girl. Welcome, y'all.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? And again, I'm Big Mike, the Canadian here. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a
Love
friend.
throwing that Canadian shit in every chance you get.
Every week, right?
I can only state facts. We're a facts-based podcast.
You making sure, hey, I am not one of these Americans. Let's be clear.
Yeah. NFL girl, why you say oh boy when I said grown man fan?
That's another topic for another day.
Because you are a fanatic. He was born here. Smooth, you're a fanatic. That's not.
It's a fanatic. No, listen. It's okay to be a fanatic. I'm fanatical about my Broncos.
Same.
You know
Dylan is clearly fanatic about his teams, and when Vio gets on, he's fanatical about his teams.
And listen, I was so happy for Dylan. I got all the videos, all the photos. I was so
felt like I was there.
Felt
we were there.
We felt like we was there firsthand with you, Dylan. So
yeah. So honestly, thinking about it now, this podcast has been greatness because last year Smooth's team won the Super Bowl and Smooth was at the Super Bowl party, and now we have another participant on the podcast who's able to say that he went to a Super Bowl party because the Seattle Seahawks won the Super Bowl against New England Patriots in the Super Bowl last week.
Game.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but. The floor is yours, Dylan. As promised, listen, we said we were going to roast you if your team lost, but your team pulled it out, so you get to spew and talk your shit. So, Dylan, the floor is yours, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Look, the celebration has been going on for nearly a week now, so this might be a little bit more tempered than folks may have been looking for after the NFC Championship win, but I will say this. The best team in the NFL all year was this Seattle Seahawks team. This defense was the best defense all year, led the league in scoring, a plus 200 point differential, up there with one of the great point differentials in NFL history. Now, I'm not going to say that they're the greatest NFL team ever because I don't believe they were. I believe the Legion of Boom, you're right, and I believe the Legion of Boom was still the better overall Seahawks team than this one. But bar none, this had to be the greatest Seahawks season ever. So in your 50th year, 12 years since your last Super Bowl win, you beat the 49ers twice to get the 1 seed, dispatch them in the playoffs. You beat the Rams twice, who was really the second best team this entire year and the team that you had to overcome, the big brother in your division, really, to assert yourself and show that you're here and that you're serious. They did that, and they got redemption. They got redemption against the New England Patriots. Finally set the record straight. Not set the record straight, but they got it right finally after what happened 11 years ago. And so for me, all wounds are healed. All wounds are healed. We're now 2 Super Bowl wins. We got the defense. The defense is still going to be here next year. We still got this, majority of this offense coming back. They will need to re-sign Ken Walker, which I think is the biggest thing that on their agenda come this offseason. But to say that we couldn't go back to back, again, it's going to be tough, and Spoon knows it fully well. I mean, look, his Eagles were right there in a position to go back-to-back until Kevin Patullo came along, and everyone in the mama knew that the Eagles' offense was completely and totally in disarray.
Facts.
So I'm not going to say that it's going to be a foregone conclusion that they will repeat, but we got as good a chance as anybody. We're on top of the world. We're the reigning champs. Kings of football, kings of the NFC, kings of the NFC West.
Okay.
Seattle Seahawks.
This was coming. I knew this was going to happen.
I said it was going to be tempered.
That's well. That is. You know what? In fairness, that probably is tempered. Because if we did this shit on Tuesday, Dylan would have went off for like 30 minutes. It just ate up the podcast time.
I don't know if it's tempered or not, man, because he came with all these.
Oh no, Smooth. I think this is tempered because if we did this on Tuesday, oh no, this would have been way less tempered.
Yeah.
Look, it's I'm being as tempered as I can be. All I'm saying is, look, it's a good day. It's a good year. This was the greatest year in Seattle sports history. Mariners went to the ALCS. Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Mariners trying to gun for a World Series now. We'll see what happens. Not gonna say it's gonna be easy. Not gonna say it's gonna be easy because you still gotta beat the Jays. You still gotta beat the Jays. Still gotta beat the Yankees.
There you go.
I'm
Just
giving
Just making sure.
But I'm just saying we're trying to gun for.
Yeah, you guys aren't falling off a cliff. That's fair. I won't disagree with you. There, you guys are.
Seattle sports are thriving. We have stars. We have champions. We have trophies.
What about your Kraken though?
It's a good. Kraken are also in the playoffs right now. Last I checked, they're in the playoff hunt. Okay. So I mean, look, and the Blazers are in the plan.
Well, dude, but you're doing better than my Maple Leafs, but that's another pod for another day. So Smooth, we're gonna segue out of that one because I'm not going down that road. Smooth, because you had a lot to say about the Super Bowl, so I will throw it to you, sir. Give us your overall thoughts of the Super Bowl and all that good stuff.
It was a snooze fest. You know how it is, right? I mean, the Patriots have, like Drake May has played bad football the whole playoffs. He hasn't looked good, and he didn't look good again. Turned the ball over. I mean, Kenneth Walker, we haven't seen a running back get the actual MVP in a long time, right? It's been a long time since we saw that.
I can't remember the last time, yeah, to your point.
So that means that Sam Darnold didn't really do anything in the Super Bowl because he didn't have to do anything because Kenneth Walker ran for over 130 yards. And then also the defense sacked him only rushing 4 people. Kind of like what we did to Kansas City last year. We only rushed 4. And when you rush 4, you can have all those people in the back. We all know it should have been a shutout, but they had to make it interesting.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with it. It was a little bit finicky at the end. I was like, really?
He couldn't do anything for 3 quarters, and all of a sudden, a guy's wide open down the sideline.
I agree with that.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So, they just wanted to make it interesting, but it still wasn't interesting. I mean, Seattle did what they're supposed to do. They got there and they're supposed to win. You get there, you don't leave anything to chance, and you win the game. And that's what they did. Congratulations, Homer Dylan. I know you're excited. You got to go to a Super Bowl party. I'm happy for you, brother. I mean, but don't cross the years up though, because your minus was 2025, we're in 2026. So just say the beginning of the year is great because that's when your Super Bowl was and the Super Bowl party was. Don't cross it. Don't say it's been a good year.
In the calendar year.
Calendar year. He's going off calendar year.
Calendar year. 2025, 2026. So this was the Super Bowl for the 2025 season. I'm just saying this was the best Seattle sports year, probably the best year as a sports fan I've ever had. I'm just offering. So that's all I'm saying. The calendar year. We'll see what happens with the rest of 2026. Unless the Mariners and the Seahawks both win Super Bowls for this upcoming 2026. Not saying it's going to happen, but that would be the only way that this could be eclipsed. That's all I said. Calendar year.
Calendar year
was the best I've had.
Okay, calendar year, but you just said year. So I just wanted to clarify.
Okay. All right. It's all good.
All right, NFL girl, the floor is yours. What were your thoughts on the Super Bowl overall?
Super Bowl was absolute garbage. But I wasn't rooting for the Patriots to begin with, mainly because, like I said, they had a cakewalk all season long. In particular in the playoffs. Their schedule was one of the softest schedules.
Easiest schedule.
The absolute easiest schedule. They get to the playoffs. They are, their best chance of getting beaten got nixed because Bo Nix ended up going down with a broken ankle, and we had rely on Jarrett Stidham. So, their cakewalk didn't prepare them for a team like Seattle. Seattle's defense this past season has been phenomenal, and they were not prepared for what Seattle could do in the way that they could scheme for this team. That head coach, Mike McDaniel, their head coach, was ready for everything. This man has studied their playbook frontwards to backwards. He was ready for everything that Vrabel threw out there at them. Drake May looked absolutely lost out there. Their offense was trash. The defense didn't do shit. It was pathetic. The whole thing, just watching them out there was just sad and pathetic. I like seeing what Seattle was able to do. I like Kenneth Walker. I wish them well going forward, Dylan. I know you're over the moon right now. My main thing also was Jody Allen coming out and being like, I'm not selling this team. I know that was the agreement I made with Paul before he passed. I'm not selling that team no time soon. And I like what she's done with the Seahawks over the years and the way that she's continued to build. I hope for the near future that she still hangs on to this team because I've watched and seen what she's been able to do there up in Seattle and the community that they've built in the city that they built behind that Seahawks team. So yeah, I'm so happy for Seattle that they were able to do that. I'm glad that Jody Allen's hanging on to the team. And I'm glad to see the Patriots lose again because I will always root against the Patriots.
Facts.
Yeah,
Patriots. I mean, I'm not going to really go too long. I mean, y'all basically echoed everything I was going to say. It was just a boring ass Super Bowl. And to your point, Smooth, I agree. Like the Hollins touchdown was kind of like, really?
Yeah.
Word? They just let him just really.
They were trying to make it interesting.
They did. Vegas, I guess. But it wasn't the greatest. But I think I give, the one thing I'll say about Seattle's defense, they are fast.
Yes.
They're big and they are fast. Those safeties, those corners, they all move really well. And it is hard to run the ball against them. And they're so big in the middle that it's hard to move them. So that I give you guys credit for that. And the most important thing is you guys are relatively young too. You don't have a lot of vets. So
third youngest team in the NFL.
There you go. So you've built it really clearly with the drafting. You've hit on those draft picks and you've infused that roster with talent. And when you do that over a span of time, that's what you're able to do. So give you guys your flowers for that. Good job.
And then bringing in DeMarcus Lawrence there and having that kind of veteran presence there.
Remember what he said about that? Remember what he said before the season about Dallas? And all the Dallas fans got salty.
And now he has a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
And Dallas will have a Super Punch Bowl. That's it. They're gonna be drinking. That's the only Super Bowl they'll have is with vodka in it. Because they're not getting the Super Bowl. So.
Next year is their year. Remember, as they say every single year for the last 30 years, next year is their year.
So for context viewers, me and Smooth had a conversation about this last year where Smooth told me that when they signed George Pickens, Cowboys fans thought that they were getting the Super Bowl. And I'm like, on Madden? What the fuck are we talking about, bro? They're not. What Super Bowl are they going to, dude? So, I mean, now they got to pay George Pickens, I'm assuming. So that's a whole other can of fucking worms there.
Dylan, y'all one of the youngest. You're not the youngest though. Y'all one of.
I said the third youngest. I said the third youngest.
No, he said third.
No, he said third.
You said the youngest. Sorry about that, man. Listen.
Okay, everybody.
Listen, Dylan. I thought you said the youngest. I misheard you.
You misheard.
Third.
Okay. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
It's all good.
That's why I got the headphones in so I can try to hear as much as I can hear.
I will just third youngest.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on.
The last thing. This is the last thing I'll say on the Seahawks, and we can get onto what we want to really get onto, which is the trade deadline.
Yeah, we didn't want to talk about this. Right.
And Turk Skubal and his arbitration. But I will just say this: shout out Cooper Kupp and Ernest Jones, especially those guys who were on those Rams teams, and they got let go because Les Snead and Sean McVay was thinking, "Oh, we need to get younger." Or in Ernest Jones' case, we think that we'll be better without you, and to stick it to them and to get that Super Bowl, especially with Cooper Kupp coming back home and winning the way that he did, he's gonna be a Seahawks legend for that. That's all I'm gonna say. He's gonna be a Seahawks legend for that.
All right, fair enough. All right, so let's go into NBA trade deadline talk. So we'll go on for girl first because I want to know her thoughts on her Wizards. I do have one question for NFL girl though. So which jersey did you want? Did you want a Trae Young jersey? I'll buy you for your birthday. So did you want a Trae Young jersey or Anthony Davis jersey?
Really? That's how we gonna start? And we just on joke time today, boy.
Listen,
We just
it is.
having fun.
It's what you got well,
To
kind
what?
of.
To what? To what?
Never mind. What were your thoughts on the? What are your thoughts on the Wizards?
Two injury-prone ass players, then one of whom
you got Street Clothes Davis.
Street Clothes Davis.
that part.
Who's out for the year? I believe he's out. Is he out for the
He's
year?
out for the year. Yes, that came out the other day.
And then Trae Young,
and many Trae Young,
who can't defend to save his life, which is not
Who can't
great.
defend and who is also out injured right now.
Oh, he's not playing either.
He's not playing. No,
He's not playing.
The Hawks.
They traded him because he was injured and out.
So I guess the plan for the Wizards is for next year. I'm assuming.
I don't know what the fuck they're playing.
Okay.
I never know what the Wizards playing is.
It's a tough situation on NFL, girl, because aren't y'all in a situation where if y'all get the 5th or 6th, it goes to somebody else?
Yes.
So y'all got to be top 4 in order to get that pick, right?
Yes.
You've
already seen and we could tie this together with the trade deadline is the tanking situation. If y'all saw that, Adam Silver,
Utah got fined and Indiana got fined
$500,000, and Utah got Utah got fined $500,000 because
Indiana was $100,000.
And Indiana was $100,000 because they're like, we tired of this tanking bullshit. He pulled marketing out. Jazz pulled marketing out while they were healthy. At the end of the third, didn't even let them play the fourth quarter. They were leading. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just blatantly.
Maybe they just wanted to conserve his legs.
Okay.
They traded for Jared Jackson, though, right? And he out.
They did.
But they did.
Yeah. And he's already out for the year.
And he's already out for the year.
I'm assuming this is a next year move.
Knee surgery that was not necessary, but let's just do it anyway.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's taking for draft lottery odds.
Just absolute shit show that's going on as far as like the trade deadline. Some of these teams made some decent moves, but there wasn't any spectacular names that moved this season or whatever. There was the one that everybody was waiting on with Giannis did not happen because Giannis, wants to be a good guy and wouldn't just come flat out and say, "Hey, get me the fuck out of here." He's like, I'll do whatever it is.
I want to win, but I would love to be a buck for life, Giannis.
Right. Bruh, just say you went out of there because you stuck with
him and Hine, bro.
Yeah, the him and Hine
pisses. Yeah, exactly, and that's the problem with Giannis. And I love Giannis. Giannis
Me too.
is such a nice,
one of my favorite players.
Nice. Exactly, such a nice. But sometimes there's such a thing as being too nice.
Yeah,
get me the fuck out of here. Listen, y'all clearly are not trying to build. You're not trying to win. You got this dickhead Doc Rivers who's never going to win again. Why am I here?
Yeah,
you don't understand. But that,
yeah, like I agree, NFL girl. Yeah, like it just
absolute clown.
Because to Giannis, to your point, Giannis, you're not going to come out. Social media is going to roast you regardless of whether you ask for a trade or not. They're going to still roast you because they felt that you quit. There's going to be that narrative. Right. You're not going to please everybody. So to your point, everybody knows that the Bucks have their window has slammed shut and is like locked.
Exactly.
Just leave. Just say I want out.
Go somewhere where you have a potential to win. Whether that's go to Oklahoma City, whether that's go to San Antonio, whether that's go to you understand, like we can name several other teams where he could be a good fit. Shit, go to the Lakers. There's teams that would absolutely take him on.
Yeah. You said get rid of LeBron.
Let him be more. Let LeBron be more of a role player.
Or just get rid of LeBron according to Smooth.
And
his son. Trade Giannis to Lakers for LeBron and Bronny James.
His son and look, LeBron James, his son in cash considerations. That's what they say.
And cash considerations.
Dumb as shit.
Damn.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
no, I got you, of course.
Giannis was the big one that didn't pan out. Didn't come to fruition. There weren't any big spectacular moves. There were some decent moves, like I said. But a lot of it you could tell was a lot of teams that were making moves with the idea in mind of cutting players, getting under the salary cap, in the case of like Utah and Indiana, just going for fuck it, let's just go ahead and tank for the rest of the season. It's so sad is that as a Wizards fan, it's so pathetic that Utah and Indiana get fined for tanking. My team is just so ass that they're like, yeah, they're not trying to lose. They're just that fucking terrible. It's not on purpose. They're just god awful. So, which is worse at all.
I mean, my guess is that what they were saying, what the pundits were saying, was that the Wizards are doing this for next year because you put in a Trae Young and an Anthony. I liked Anthony Davis when he was at Kentucky. He's just been perpetually hurt, so I don't understand this lore of, oh my God, you get it. Like they were talking about him going again, like Detroit trading for him earlier in the year. I'm like, why the fuck would Detroit trade for Anthony Davis? For what?
I was shocked anybody traded for him because here's the thing: he stays hurt. He stayed hurt when he was in Los Angeles. He stayed hurt while he's been in Dallas. You think he's gonna up and get healthy now?
New Orleans,
New Orleans, exactly. Yeah. Like everywhere he's been, he stays hurt. So what makes you think that coming to Washington is going to be any different? It's not. He's already out for the season.
Maybe he can rub some mambo. Maybe he can rub some mambo sauce on his ailments.
They said he might play though.
Might?
They don't know.
Hey!
No one knows that for sure.
Hey, okay. NFL girl, you excited? No? See Anthony Davis?
No. No, not at all.
Anthony Davis and Trae Young pick and roll.
Hey!
8 seed. All getting 8 seed.
Now listen, Trae Young can't play a lick of defense, but if he can maybe get some assists and some scoring. Never mind.
I hate both of y'all right now.
Y'all got some young pieces, though.
Y'all got some young pieces. I like your young core.
Listen, new era. Let's go. Wizards basketball is back.
Y'all are having too much fun at my expense, and I hate you both. That's fine.
That's Dylan. Listen, we all have bad teams.
It's okay. It's okay, NFL girl. We're all mediocre. Well, yeah. Well,
some of us have bad teams. Some of us have great teams that we love, and some teams we do.
Look, we are treading water.
At least you in the East, NFL girl.
That is true.
Move quick. In the East, move quick.
I agree.
That's true.
I mean,
that's true.
Look, take the Blazers for example.
Sure,
we barely did anything. We did literally nothing outside of getting Vic Krejci, who is a sharpshooter, and we needed shooting. We're the worst shooting team in the league. We didn't get anything.
Coach that, and having a coach that's in the gambling scheme. That's about it, right?
But hey, we already talked about that.
We did talk about that a few months ago.
We did talk about that October. Thiago Splitter is not bad.
He's been okay. Thiago's been okay.
He's been okay. But I do not want him as a coach of this team long term.
Oh,
Denny Avdia is a superstar. Thank you, NFL girl. Denny Avdia is going to be a star. But
y'all messed up when y'all drafted Scoot Henderson. Y'all thought he was going to be a star. That's what y'all messed up.
Everyone thought Scoot Henderson was going to be a star.
But everybody did when Scoot was coming out.
And I will
a 6'3" guy is a guy you see every day. Every day.
Well, the only reason why Joe Cronin probably still has a job right now is because Denny Avdia is on this team, and he is with him and Tumani Kamara and Donovan Kling, and I'll give him credit, are the three building blocks of the future. With that said, though, we still have Drew Holiday, we still have Jeremy Grant on this roster, we still have Dame Lillard, who's going to be coming back next year, and we still got Scoot Henderson and Shaedon Sharpe. This roster needs to be reset in terms of the guard position. Who's going to be the guards for the future and for the present? Obviously, Dame is coming back for good vibes, which, again, look, my favorite basketball player of all time. I'm happy about it. But are they going to be good enough to talk about, trying to get out of the play in the next couple of years? Unless Don Kling continues his ascent, right now it's looking like we're going to be the 8 seed, 7 seed at best, and that does not get us anywhere close to a championship. So at least we're going to the playoffs. I don't know. That's all I got.
There you go. Look at the silver lining there.
I'm just saying that. Look, it's okay, NFL girl. The Blazers were treading water. The Wizards don't know what they're doing. At least the Raptors. Look, you guys got Scotty Barnes. You guys got guys, and you guys are turning the corner.
We don't have a center, but that's fine. We'll just switch We just switch everything.
I got a center. He came back. Pulte came back.
Yeah, Pulte.
Pulte.
Yeah, he came back.
He came back before the All-Star break.
Oh, Pirtle?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not really. I've never been. I mean, I think Pirtle fits with the old regime. I don't think he fits with the new one where we kind of switch everything. But whatever.
He's a center though, Mike. You said you needed a center. He's a center.
Nothing a good center. Sorry, I should have prefaced that. Smooth. I know you wanted to talk about trade deadline because of one particular trade that happened with one particular player. So the floor is yours, sir.
I'll talk about a few of them though. Right?
You talk about a few of them, but I know the one I want to hear your take on that.
I'll
one.
leave the best for
Okay,
last.
yeah, build up to it. Good.
Build it up.
Go ahead.
There you go.
You know, what I want to first say is these European players barely come out and say they want to be traded. If you think about it, most of them keep their mouth shut. It's these American people because we believe we get what we want and we want what we want that we come out and say we want to be traded. Most of these European, like Giannis, he hasn't came out and said anything. He let everybody else talk to him. True. You don't see like even like Doncic. He didn't say anything about Dallas. He didn't say he wanted to be traded. They just traded him. He would have never left. Most of these people come over here, they get their money, they're comfortable where they are, they never say anything. And Giannis, if he doesn't have to sign his contract until October. So he's going to screw everybody around and say this and say that and never get moved. If he stays in Milwaukee, they say a lot of times before they win the championship, that's the place you go to die because nothing's in Milwaukee. So he squeezed out a championship, leave. I don't understand how he wants to stay there. They tried to build it back up. But when you're in Milwaukee, nobody wants to go to Milwaukee. So you can't build that up too many times. That's like Cleveland. Who wants to go to Ohio? That's why they couldn't build that up several times. I mean, I'm being honest. Then you look at these situations, and when you're an NBA player, you want to go somewhere where you can be comfortable. You don't even want the money. You want it somewhere where there's things that you can get into and you want to be comfortable. That's why LeBron came to LA, for his family and for him to be whatever he want to be. Go to Diddy parties or whatever he want to do. I don't know. So that's why he came to LA for the experience and his kids, so they can be warm weather and stuff like that, right? You seen Chicago. If VO was on here, they changed their whole backcourt, right? They got rid of Kobe White. They got rid of I can't say his name, but he was another point guard. And they brought in Jaden Ivey from Detroit and brought in Simmons from Boston. So they just changed their whole backcourt, got rid of the guys that they drafted, they shipped them off. Now Kobe White is in Charlotte, of all places. So you look at all these moves, and like NFL girl, it wasn't no great moves. It was just moves for cap space, cut candidates, and the future. And then you go to Cleveland. And you trade for a guy that changed basketball with his traveling and his carrying and all this other stuff. That's why I don't like James Harden. That's when I stopped watching it. Once he started changing the rules and all this step back and all this crap that he does and wailing in his arms. But now that he can't get the calls that he used to get, now you see the real James Harden. Slow, methodical, don't show up in the playoffs. And for Cleveland, now you got two ball hogs in the backcourt. Donovan Mitchell forced you to lose that game taking 35 shots last year in the playoffs, caused you to lose that matchup. Now you got two guys in the backcourt that's going to take 55 to 60 shots. Great job, Cleveland. You really think that's going to work? James Harden is a no-show in the playoffs. This guy's so arrogant that he fought against the Sixers when he was at the Sixers. He took 0 shots in the second half. What an asshole. Like, why would you do that? And that's who you want on your team? And all of a sudden, him and Donovan Mitchell all buddy-buddy until that clock switched to the playoffs. And you'll see. Meltdown City. And you got a guy like Mobley who's supposed to be developing, and that's supposed to be your big guy, that'll be your go-to guy. And now you're going to take all these shots from him. How is that going to build your team? I just don't understand. I mean, the Clippers weren't good. They struggled. But the thing about James Harden, he comes out and says, "It's no loyalty."
Yeah, he said that
in basketball.
Yeah.
But he forgot that he had a no trade clause. So if you didn't want to go anywhere, all you had to do was say, "No, I'm not going." He failed to mention that when he was talking. And in every place he'd been to, he forced his way out. He forced his way out of Brooklyn. He forced his way out of Houston. Houston.
Houston, Brooklyn,
Philly, yeah. LA. He's been on 6 teams now.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a...
He's supposed to be this guy, and now you're a journeyman. Whoever wants me, I'm going to go there. But we'll see. We'll see James Harden in the playoffs, and we know what that story, how that story opens up and how it ends. But the NBA as a whole is a joke. NBA All-Star Game, a joke. This stupid ass World Cup, when the season just start, a joke. You're saying college basketball when we have in-season tournaments. Like, what are you doing? And then they getting all happy. But I was listening to something on the radio. They said if you want to make the dunk contest important again, offer money if you win. And then if you put $1 million on it, and I say bring some of these guys that's doing 720 dunks, 360 dunks in there, but then you know these NBA dudes will be scared to get in if you brought these outsiders in because they're scared to get their feelings hurt.
That's the reason why it sucks now, because they don't want to get their feelings hurt.
What's up with these new wave dudes that are scared of competition? Man, grow up, NBA, because you're losing fans by the minute.
Yeah, if you noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I watched the slam dunk. They had a lot of lights flashing to give the impression that there were people in the stands. When you actually really looked, there was barely anyone there.
Yeah. I live in LA, and I didn't know the damn All-Star Weekend was here.
Oh wow, really?
The only thing that's worse is the NFL. Is the NFL Pro Bowl? That's the only thing that's worse.
I'd say right now probably. Like baseball's All-Star Weekend is good, NHL's isn't bad, and then I guess you want to rank the worst one is between football. Football and basketball is probably 1A and 1B in terms of worst, so you can take your fucking pick.
That part.
I don't know. I would say football is probably his worst.
It is.
Fair. I agree with that.
Flag football. Who wants to see that?
And I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown said, "Oh, well, I know the fans don't like it, but we don't want to put any more wear and tear on our bodies."
Anyways,
that's why scrap it. Look, you let anybody in.
You know what?
If you let Shedeur Sanders if you let Shedeur Sanders in the Pro Bowl, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's been a joke. It's been a joke.
Listen, if you watched that damn slam dunk contest last night, that shit was absolute fucking garbage.
It was boring.
No,
it was boring.
It wasn't just boring; it was horrible.
I ain't watch it either.
You didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss much. The Miami Heat player was just dancing every time he dunked the ball and shit. That was basically it.
I watched South Carolina. I watched South Carolina against LSU. That's what I watched.
Oh, that was a phenomenal game.
Yeah,
exactly. That was a phenomenal game.
That's what I watched.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. What's his name? Keyshawn for the Miami Heat. He's the one that ended up winning it. He won it over the Spurs player,
Carter Bryant. Yeah.
Carter Bryant, who missed all his dunks.
Yep.
And then he had to do like a soft ass dunk at the very end because he missed attempts at the other ones.
I mean,
and then Mac McClung, which was hilarious. Mac McClung released a video of the 4 dunks that he would have done. Please go online and look that up. We did it last night. We sent it out last night. He would have blown the competition away. The 4 dunks he did.
Well, At least they're not putting Mac McClung out there like a dog in a pony show. I mean, they're trying to not. I guess how do I say it?
He said he didn't want to do it.
Mac
McClung said he didn't want to do it.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's good because again, the NBA. They've been using Mac McClung like he's some sort of zoo animal.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with that.
Dead ass parade him out there.
Because he can't make an NBA team, but you got him parading out there. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
So I'm just saying, I'm happy for Mac McClung that the NBA did not force him.
He took a stand. He said, "Nah, I'm good."
He is. But in terms of the league itself, it's in a bad place. Again, with the trade deadline, the way that it was. Adam Silver still has to go again and say that we are going to look at everything we can to stop tanking.
You can't.
It's getting to a point where it's not going to stop, and the only way this thing may need to be changed is if we abolish the draft altogether.
This is Dylan, to your point, the reason why it doesn't work is that you look at the teams like OKC and Houston who tanked for years and they're winning. Teams are seeing that and saying, okay, if we suck ass enough and go get top end draft picks and develop them, we can win. Like,
exactly.
OKC 4 years ago was awful.
But look at the people who are in charge of the talent acquisition in the first place. Mm-hmm. Sam Presti, who I think we could all agree is probably the best GM in the NBA.
Yeah.
Then I forget who the current Houston person is now. I know it's not Daryl Morey.
Yeah, someone else.
I'm sure it's someone who studied under Daryl Morey, and so who has that experience and has been trained by someone who was one of the best general managers over the last 15 years or so. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that when you decide to tank, you have to know, one, the people that you have in place, are they even capable of navigating like OKC has, like Houston has? Okay, it's good. One thing to luck yourself into getting the number one overall pick, but as we're seeing with what happened in 2019 when they selected Zion, it still didn't work out. Or with John Morant in 2020. Now this didn't work out, or also in 2019. The point is, it didn't work out in those situations, even though those guys were coming in with all the talent in the world. And so I don't know what the plan is for how the NBA gets people to care. It may need to be that they do have to shorten the season so that way these games do mean more.
Yeah.
Because again, the 82, unfortunately, there's no one is trying hard enough for all 82 games anymore.
There's just too much money, I think.
And that's exactly, there's too much money.
It should be 62 games, and the first round should be only a 3-game series, and then you'll get interest, because then you have to play hard.
Yeah, because to your point,
when you have a first round, 7 games, 5, whatever, like, it changes everything. When you say 3 games, it puts the pressure up, and that's when you'll see upsets. And that's what people want to see. They don't want to see the same teams over and over again. They want to see upsets. Like baseball did with the playing games. Yeah. Baseball made it exciting.
Man.
So it's no excitement in the NBA anymore. It's all boring.
No, I agree.
And it's like everybody does the same thing. High pick and roll, pop out and shoot a 3. Yeah. High pick and roll, pop out and shoot a 3. Nobody wants to see that. That's not good basketball.
Because to smooth to your point,
or you're on the fast break and you get to the basket and then you just get a layup.
No, because smooth to your point with baseball, why it works is because I feel like a lot of teams want to avoid that shit. They don't even want to do the play-in. They're like, we got to win our division because we don't want to play in that one because it's hard. Because that wild card sucks.
It's no longer yours.
I want to avoid the wild card with all of because the wild card is not great. If you win 100, like it's exciting. No, it's extremely exciting. To your point, it works.
And they made the game faster as well. So they made the tweaks that they need to do to enhance that game.
Exactly. Yes. They made the tweaks in order to get people invested in it. Because I'm gonna be honest, baseball, as far as I'm concerned, I like that more than basketball now.
Same.
The last couple of years.
Hockey too. I mean,
I don't watch
more drama.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like the playoffs are way better than baseball. I find we were talking about baseball playoffs all year all the time. So yeah,
back in October. So I mean.
No, I agree.
Hockey playoffs and baseball playoffs are exciting.
But I think here's the thing, like
I'm not even a hockey guy. But to watch that, but when you watch those playoff games in hockey, it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting and you don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, and by the way, NFL girl, your boy Tom Wilson got into a fight in the Olympics. So.
Of course he did. That's my defender.
That's your boy. That's y'all boy. He just fought a French dude. He got beat up though, but it was still funny that he fought. But no, I agree. But I think to your point, like even with because hockey has 82 games as well. But I think that those players are more bought in. To your point, with the NBA, these niggas making too much fucking money, so they don't give a fuck. Like you hear like these guys talk about the All-Star Weekend like it's a chore. They don't even want to do it. Like back in the day, like Michael Jordan and those guys back in the day, they actually liked the All-Star game. They actually appreciated the fans. These motherfuckers just do it out of obligation.
They wanted to participate in exactly. They
Way
wanted to be in the slam dunk contest. They wanted to win that trophy and hold that over other people. Same thing with the 3-point competition. Playing in the All-Star game because you got to play with your friends against some of the teams that you fucking hated the most. You understand what I'm saying? Like it was a much more
too school for school.
That part. It was a much.
I blame LeBron.
It was a much better product. I feel
way better.
Like. You know what I mean? And now this game nowadays feels much softer. The stakes are, the money is much higher. And now I don't think it's just that smooth. Some of it is money has entered into the situation. And I don't just mean as far as paying the players and stuff like that. You got to pay your players. Yeah. I'm talking about like once you brought gambling into it and there was other stakes involved. Notice the shift that there's been in all the leagues, but in particular in football and basketball, how much the stakes change once you started involving gambling into those. I feel like gambling is what made the bigger shift more than it was that we were paying the players so much more money. You understand?
I mean, I agree with that.
You think that so NFL girl just expand?
I think it's more so basketball though than football.
Oh, for sure, 1,000%.
I mean, we've gotten this far in this conversation. We haven't brought up the fact that Giannis is a call sheet ambassador. And
Oh, yeah.
he's the most talked about trade deadline guy coming into this trade deadline.
Yeah, I ain't even want to speak
No,
on that.
did y'all
conflict
see
of
the
interest
backstage?
is insane.
No, I didn't see.
Did y'all see the backstage where after he won the after Dame won the 3-point competition and you know Giannis is congratulating him, he was like, hey, did you you know, with the prospect on coach, hey, none of that. Like, yeah, you gambled on your
It's a
boy. Of course you
conflict.
did.
A conflict.
Yeah.
It's a
Absolutely a
conflict of
conflict.
interest.
See, I blame ESPN and all these other channels that are promoting
Facts.
it though.
I agree.
You wanna talk
But
bad
there's
about people,
money.
but you're promoting it.
It's not just, again, it's not just ESPN and NFL Network and stuff like that. It's the fucking teams have DraftKings or some of the
There's so much. Oh my God, there's so many.
I know.
They have
Sports
bought
books
into
everywhere.
it's on their jerseys. They're part owners in some of these. You understand?
Yeah.
And once you involve gambling into it, the game got out of control. You understand?
Yeah.
Then you get mad at when you find out the coaches or owners. I mean, not the coaches or players are gambling. Of course, I'm fucking gambling.
Gambling.
The fuck?
And,
Yeah.
And then,
Of
girl,
course got
I
my
know it's bigger than
cousin-
them, but I just want to throw a shot at
betting
them.
on me.
I just want to
know.
throw a shot at ESPN. You know that. I know it's way bigger than
You just want to throw a stray.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it.
Listen,
You know.
ESPN's
y'all know
trash.
how I feel about ESPN.
We all. I don't think anyone likes ESPN.
Yeah. So I know it's way bigger than that. I mean, I see it on their jerseys. It's become a phenomenon, right?
Right.
Because they giving you all these like free picks and all this other stuff. It's out of control.
Way out of
It's
control.
1,000%.
And now that we're playing players in every level, right? Now it becomes just a business, right?
Exactly.
It's a contract now. Everything is a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
Because in sports, and they gave Chambers a 6 year. So he's going to come back for a 6 year.
You know what? I have a theory. I have a rule. And if you're going to stay in college that long, you have to get your doctorate. That's the rule. You have to get your doctorate.
Or you don't get no scholarship.
Or don't get no scholarship. You got to pay for your own.
You at least need to get a graduate degree. You need to get a master's.
At least.
It's going to be 6 years. You need to get.
There's one player on, I think, in a school in Tennessee that's been in college for 11 years.
Brother.
I don't know. The only one I know about was the one down in Miami.
There's another one that's 11 years. He was in since 2016.
Jesus.
He got a bunch of different. I'm like, the fuck. You want to stay in school forever, bro? You don't want to.
This is not. Trust me when I say college is not the greatest years of your life.
No.
I met lifelong friends.
Yeah.
But am I going to say that the time I spent at UW was the greatest years of my life? That 2-3 year period? No, I'm not. I mean,
okay.
No, it's just.
It's not great.
It's hard. It's good, but it's not the greatest.
It's fine. But no.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Nah, I feel you.
11 years? Brother, no, I'm not making my home next to a brat
hell
house.
no.
Yeah, so I mean, I agree. I agree with all your sentiments. I mean, right now the NBA is a little bit of a mess right now. I don't know how you fix it. I don't think you can.
That's the thing. It's like it's not one. There is no one fix to it. That's
There
the
is
problem.
no. Yeah, I agree with that.
You understand?
There's
like
a multitude.
So it's like how do we solve the
tanking.
the tanking problem? Okay, well, how do you solve the gambling issue? How do you solve the how do you solve the you just find teams for resting players on nationally televised games? That's a real thing that keeps happening. How do you keep them from resting too long? Are you punishing players that don't deserve it who are actually injured because now you're saying they don't qualify for an MVP awards at the end of the season?
They don't care, but I don't even think these players even care about that.
Give a shit unless it's written into your contract that you get certain bonuses or whatever. A lot of them don't care.
Yeah, I just don't think they give a shit. Yeah, I agree.
These fines that they find these
500,000. Yeah,
that's pocket change, guys, right? So
you got to hit them.
Multi-billionaires. Come on now.
That's like a party that they have.
That's their restaurant. That's their restaurant money. Yeah, that's like if they go out to dinner money. That's not going to make it to your price.
Listen, they made that in concessions last night. Oh,
that part. And probably like the first 2 hours in concessions. That's not making any dent. Yeah, so I agree. You got to make some changes. So next thing we're going to quickly. Yeah, go on, Smooth.
He just don't know what he's doing, right? He has no clue. He keeps adding things instead of subtracting things. If you want to make change, you got to subtract some things, not add.
Smooth. These motherfuckers are talking about expanding the NBA Cup to be an international game.
What do you mean international?
The NBA Cup. They want the NBA Cup to be international.
Over.
It's
over.
trash. It's done.
I'm not
Bro,
even
it's
joking.
done.
That's
Wow,
their
a
next.
VO
That's their
sighting.
next
VO
move.
sighting! VO! Hey!
Oh, bro.
So VO, you caught us at like the perfect time we were talking about the NBA sucking. So let's get your thoughts, sir. What are your thoughts on the NBA, the All-Star game, the trade deadline, the NBA as a whole? The floor is yours, sir.
And then also your Bulls trades when y'all change y'all backcourt.
Okay. All right. Well, first, the NBA it already started off downhill with having all the streaming services. That's
Oh
when
yeah,
they started
that's
facts.
when they started saying when they started saying they were gonna do that. That already turned the people off. And then you already got the quality of play wasn't even that great, and then teams are tanking on purpose. So the quality, the sport it's not good at
Right.
all. And then as far as the Bulls trade, I like it because I remember I told y'all I said a while back, I said if you've been on the Bulls like 4 or 5 years, you should be gone already. Like they shouldn't have anybody on there that's longer
You
than
see
4 or 5
Moore and
years.
Kobe White.
Yeah, everybody, you should be gone by now. Like
fair.
if Levine and DeRozan are gone, everybody else definitely should be out the door. Like they should have been, you know what I mean? So the only thing with them is that like with them, I don't like with the Bulls management, like it's cool to blow it up, but like you won too many games. You know what I'm saying? Like you won
You're
Yeah,
gonna
24
always
games.
win too many games.
You should have what you should have done was done this earlier.
right.
That way you would have been, you would have had like closer to where you could get a better. I mean, they still probably get like a 10 or 11, which is good in this draft,
Yeah, this draft is
but
pretty
like,
good. So yeah, I agree.
but
Bro,
the players they got, I like. I mean, because you're not gonna pay Kobe White gonna make I think 30. You're not gonna pay him, and then he's still hurt. And then you got
right.
I was assuming he's a good player, he's restricted, but he's gonna want to make more. And I'm thinking like you can't overvalue your players. You know what I'm saying? That's how you stay in the middle. You got to just
Yeah.
at some point you can't. Yeah, everybody likes them. Yeah, they're good players, but you got to blow shit up and you got to pick a direction. So
I think y'all got
that's.
bigger. I think Jay Navi is a real two guard though. Y'all didn't have a real two guard. So Jay Navi is a real
I think
two
he'd be
guard.
fine. I think you got to see what he got because I mean, at the end of the day, he's gonna be cheaper than a Kobe White. Like he's gonna be
Correct.
like 16 million when he signed, as
True.
And
opposed
y'all
to
got
30
Simmons.
million.
Mhm.
And y'all got
You know what I
Simmons
mean?
to run the point.
Yeah, and for him, I mean, he's probably gonna leave. He's probably gonna want more money. But I mean, at
I
least you
think
see
y'all
what you
I think
got.
he'll be cheaper than the guys y'all had though.
Yeah. So it's a good move on either way. Definitely cheaper than the guys they had. I mean, you're gonna lose them for nothing, so you might as well just do that. But the NBA as a whole, it's just it's just the quality of it. I mean, it peaks, right? Like it's too gimmicky. It's
Yeah.
just
Facts.
too gimmicky. It's too gimmicky, and they don't have no face in the league. And without like the difference between like back in the day, like I know Dylan, he's younger, but he probably seen, but like it's just like in the 90s and 2000s, like sports and music just clicked.
It was
So it
competition.
made
That's
so it made
why.
so it made so it made the entertainment work. Like
Yeah.
you could go and get like I say, like I don't know, like in the 2000s, go get somebody. I hate to say his name, but go get somebody like Nelly or something like that
Yeah.
he was already connected with the league and everything. So everybody liked his music. So it just works. So when you put him in the NBA show, it's gonna attract because there's people that like Nelly and NBA,
True.
there's people like NBA. So it's gonna. But now ain't nobody really you got
It's
a
no
younger crowd really
connectivity.
watching the league that
It's
don't
no
really watch
connectivity.
Ludacris. They don't really know Ludacris. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
mean, they had
now
Shams
NBA
playing
really
in the celebrity game. Like no one gives a shit about Shams like
yeah,
that.
like the celebrities playing that, like nobody give a damn. There is none. There really is no real celebrities. Like
Yeah.
It's
it's
not.
like everything peaked, bro. So it NBA is I don't know, it's just real gimmicky and it's just showing.
Well said.
I don't like it, man. I think it's no connectivity. It's no competition. Nobody want to compete. Back in the day, they
No,
was competing. People
everybody's
wanted to be
scared.
in a dunk contest. Now is LeBron led people too cool for school don't want to be in it. And he
But it's
really
just the
irritates
nature
me
of it's the
because
nature of this generation and it's just the
In
yeah,
nature of
general,
this
that's true.
generation and
That's
in
true.
general, man. They just
they don't want to
like it's
compete.
like whatever,
Everybody
oh
want to be
well, I'm
friends.
cool.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be
Yeah.
friends.
They want to compete at it in a situation that they know they're going to win, where there's not the competition.
This is this generation. This is generation. I'll do it. Is it going to be at work? Yeah. All right. Well, never mind.
Except for that Detroit Charlotte game when they was fighting.
Yeah, that was great. That was good.
Yeah, Detroit Charlotte game when they was fighting the other night.
I like that. That was a little bit fun. Seeing fucking Isaiah Stewart lose his mind and come off the bench and fight, because why not?
I didn't understand all that.
Neither did I.
Always love fighting. So
yeah, he just loves to fight. Just fight Jake Paul, Isaiah Stewart. Just fight Jake Paul. Like, what are we doing? I don't know why you're trying to you must just fight Jake Paul at this point, dude.
But I do want to give a shout out to a team, NBA team, though, that don't get a lot of love, but sound like they got a voice of reason. Shout out to the Washington Wizards.
Oh God!
Hey! You know what I like? What they did? They told Anthony Davis, "Look, you're out for the season." You know what I mean? We need this pick.
I don't think that was going to be hard. I think he was going to be out the season regardless.
But I like it though, because if when they do healthy, which you don't expect a number of seasons, but he will play some games. Him and Alex Sarr gonna be a problem in the paint.
If Anthony Davis if he's healthy.
Free clothes.
But if you don't really need him all that much, it just helps Alex Sarr out more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
About Anthony Davis. It's more
Anthony
about Alex Sarr.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sarr's been playing pretty good basketball.
I like Sarr.
Yes.
I like him a lot.
Him and Kubley.
He's one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you bring back, and I really think Trae Young gonna help him out a lot, because anytime you got a pass first point guard, he helps all the players around. Yeah.
Hopefully,
you know what I mean, because they know what he gonna tell them what spots to get to.
Right.
Like he gonna tell them, hey, you need to go this spot, you need to go here. Hey, Trey Johnson, I know you come off screen good. Hey, I'm gonna hit you with it here. You know what I mean, Alex Sarr, you set me up, I'm gonna throw the lob. You know what I mean? Like he's that good. I mean, Trae Young is always in the top 3 in assists. Always, he's somewhere in that top. And when you have, it just makes younger players better. And then you just go from there. You know what I mean? You get better, and then you may get better players. But I think they finally going in the right direction. That's why I want to give them a shout out. I like what they did. They told Anthony Davis.
NFL girls, when we brought it up, she wasn't as thrilled as you are. But hey, we're positive. We're positive on the podcast. We're gonna be positive. To send some good vibes.
I look at it from a basketball standpoint. Like, just look at history of the way shit has been done.
Yeah.
Like, it works out.
I unfortunately have to look at the history of the Wizards. So.
and they're in the East. And they're in the East.
Yeah, we did mention that.
Yeah, they did. That's just Smooth said that. Yeah.
They're the East. East is wide open. So
my question though is, when you look at these draft picks, it seems like the Wizards already got the same kind of pieces on their team. So what is going to be the direction if you do get that pick?
And then let's say hypothetically they get a number 2 pick, and they add like my favorite player in the draft, Caleb Wilson. They had a guy like Wilson. Man, you had a guy like.
Yeah, he hurt his hand though. So
he's out. Is he out for the year?
Hey,
no, they said they don't know the time change to return.
There's no, indefinitely is all we have right now.
That is Kevin Garnett 2.0.
He is great. I love. Listen,
oh my God.
But when you look at the other guys like Peterson, how would that help the Wizards? Peterson looks like,
and he's hurt.
You know where I think he's gonna go, guys? I think he's gonna end up with the team. This is the team he should go to, and I think this is where he will end up. Is the Sacramento Kings.
Oh no.
I think they're gonna have the number pick, and I think they're gonna
y'all don't need Boozer. Y'all don't need Boozer at all.
No.
And you don't need Peterson. Caleb Williams is the guy that really can help you guys.
Yeah,
I think that's a good fit.
Yeah,
y'all don't have nobody like him.
And his ceiling is through the moon. Like, his ceiling is through the moon. What he could give you, like, he can handle the ball, right? He got a decent shot, and he can play. He can play perimeter D and post D. Like, the nigga.
Actually, the game last week when y'all played Duke Smooth, that was he balled out in that game. That game was.
But in Hubert Davis fashion, he'll beat Duke and then leaves to Miami. So
Yeah.
The Hubert Davis special.
True, but the game was great. That was a fire game, though. I got it.
Absolutely.
But I still wouldn't pick Darian Peterson over no damn AJ DeBenston. Ain't no way in hell.
I mean, he's hurt too much.
First of all, AJ DeBenston's a better player to me.
That's crazy.
College hurt, to your point, Smooth, is wild. If you've missed 11 games,
NFL
Because
girls.
look at
You,
Kyrie.
Mike, you
Kyrie
ever
missed all
seen
those
the
games at Duke, right? And he's been injury prone since in the
Since
NBA.
then,
Man, you
yeah.
see the
So
upside of what the Bamster could give you,
Yeah, the
dog, and
band
he's
says
gonna
probably
grow. He's gonna keep growing. He
true.
ain't
yeah,
through growing. He only 18.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
He
think
gonna
he's
fuck around and be like Kevin Garnett, or Kevin Durant.
the comparison I would think with him is like Tracy McGrady or like T
Yeah,
Mac.
T
that's what
Mac.
I was
Yeah,
thinking.
T
Tracy
Mac.
McGrady.
Well,
Yeah,
T
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mac
I
and
was thinking
T
Tracy
Mac,
McGrady.
T Mac and Kevin Durant, they all play the same for the most part.
pretty much.
They tall,
Just
long, and they
yeah,
shoot
yeah, yeah.
threes.
Oh, and
Tracy
yeah.
Tall,
McGrady
long.
had just Tracy McGrady had a jump shot though. You know, Tracy McGrady was a perimeter guy. That's the only thing. You know,
Yeah, hey, Durant is too.
yeah,
They just
Durant is
2 inches
crazy
of
though.
each other.
Yeah,
Because McGrady was 6'9",
6'9", yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, about 6'8", 6'9", yeah.
and Durant's 6'11".
All right, folks. We'll
Durant
there
is
you go.
crazy though. What Durant is that's nuts. What he's doing and what Bobley, whatever his name is, Wemby doing, all that stuff is insane. That's
Yeah,
like a
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
creative player type situation. Those are creative players.
absolutely.
Kevin Durant is unbelievable, bro.
No,
You
playing
see,
great.
like when I looked at his numbers at Texas, when I saw him at Texas, like whatever, right? And then he came to OKC. Then I looked at his number. I said, this dude's shooting 50, 40, and 80. I said, yo, that's not fake. If you shoot 50, 40, and 80, it's not fake.
You're just that dude.
Because when you're in college, man, it's like sometimes you look at a dude and he's okay, but then we come to NBA, he's not the same guy. But when I really did the research, I said he's a creative player, man, because you don't see that.
Him and Melo did the exact same thing. They came in,
Yeah,
got buckets, and left.
Basically.
yeah.
Elite.
And Carmelo won a natty. So actually, we'll pivot
Yeah.
really quick to female basketball because I know Smooth wanted to talk really quick about Kim Caldwell's meltdown. So
I know
Smooth, the
NFL
floor
girl
is
is on here,
yours.
right? Like this.
NFL girl's already shaking her head.
So I just want to. This is what I want to say about. She had a meltdown, right? And that 5 in, 5 out. Can you please call her and tell her it's not going to work in the SEC, please? She could do that in the MAC or wherever hell she was before. Like, what are you doing? You had an opportunity to beat UConn. You was in that game, but you still doing that dumbass 5 in, 5 out. You don't have 12 elite players. You maybe have 3. So you can't do 5 in and 5 out. You turn around and get blown out by UConn, and then you try to come to South Carolina and do the same thing and get beat by 43, the most you have ever lost by. And then you come on TV and say they don't have any heart. You got to coach them, though. You can't keep getting recruits and say, hey, you're going to play 5 minutes, your hardest, and then come out the game. You can't get in any kind of rhythm. And that's why if she don't get it together, she's going to be out of there. You know how Tennessee is, NFL girl.
Oh, for
I
sure.
don't know if you like when she became the coach because she had a little bit of success in another conference. But this is the SEC, elite talent. You cannot do that. You cannot. I wanted them to beat UConn. I watched it, right? And then when I saw them just collapse in the second half, I'm like, what is she doing? You cannot play like this in the SEC. Did she see anybody else in the SEC doing that? Evidently, it's not going to work. All you got to do is look at the pattern of the good teams in the SEC. Hey, I'm going to use that pattern. You can't come in the SEC with a new game plan and think it's going to work. You're not in the ACC where you could get away with that stuff. Somebody better knock on her door and wake her up because I just don't understand.
Listen, they said that she's already lost the locker room and the girls don't respect her there. And that she called them quitters. They're not quitters. They're great players. They're playing for a bad coach. You know what I mean? The difference between what Caldwell is doing there at Tennessee, which is pissing me off, and then watching Dawn Staley win her 500th game as the head coach of the Gamecocks last night, it's night and day difference. Because Caldwell, like you said, the 5 in, 5 out, whereas Dawn Staley will keep her best players out there, until they actually need a break, like, 2 in, 2 out, 3 in, 3 out, something like. She's not going to pull all 5 players at one time unless they just blowing a team out. It's 100-15 or some crazy ass score where she don't need to keep her starters in there. That's different. The fact that Caldwell was, in a tight game with UConn and then starts doing that same bullshit and then gets, blown out in the second half does not surprise me because she keeps doing the same stupid shit there. And look at where Tennessee is ranked this year. We're not ranked. We're not in the top 25. That fucking
But
sucks.
she was, though. You
We
was
were.
at first though.
So was the men's, and the men's is unranked now too because they kept dropping fucking. Tennessee is pissing me off as far as basketball is concerned this year. I'm so pissed off and frustrated with them. But yeah, Caldwell. Listen, this is probably it for her because the boosters can't stand her.
Oh, really?
You understand? The alums can't stand her. The boosters can't stand her. If she don't get that shit together and figure something out fast, like Smooth just said, this is the SEC. You get 2 years, and if you keep fucking up and the teams aren't doing shit, they will absolutely get rid of you. They don't play that shit there. You got to keep in mind, what is the bar for Tennessee for Lady Vols?
Natties.
Pat Summit. Yeah. Pat Summit is the bar for them. Right. You understand? She won 9 championships. You better come in there and at least get these motherfuckers. They got to be in the top 25, and they better get up at least get Sweet 16 is bare ass minimum. Don't come in there and try and start over and do some dumb shit that's not going to be respected, especially in like I said, in one of the P4 conferences like the SEC.
Well said.
NFL girl. I think it was a panic hire though, right?
It was. It absolutely was.
Because of the lady that y'all had after Pat Summit and when you guys
Holly. Yeah.
And it was a panic hire, and they saw her with some success. Wasn't she like the MAC conference or something crazy like that?
Yeah, she was.
And she had some success. But I don't remember watching that team, whether she was on 5 in and 5 out. I don't know where she got the philosophy from, but you cannot do that in a major conference. It's never going to work.
Not at all. Not at all. That's not how the P4 works, especially in the SEC. Like I said, we got dominant teams in the SEC on the women's side, in particular with LSU and even Georgia is playing somewhat decent or whatever. South Carolina, Texas now. You know, with Madison Booker there.
Vanderbilt pretty good. Yeah,
Vanderbilt is good this year. You know, and even Vanderbilt because they beat Texas by 16 the other day. And that one girl they got, she's amazing. She's only a sophomore, Blake's, and it's like, if you know that she's a awesome player, double her and force somebody to beat you. Simple basketball. You let her go for 40 on you, Texas, and that dude Schaefer lost his mind. He said his team is soft, the softest team he ever had.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I was watching UCLA and Michigan basketball yesterday a bit, and the coach basically is similar. That's funny that you mentioned what you were talking about, Smooth, because actually the coach said the same shit about his players, how they're soft and they didn't make any shots. And I was reading the comments on YouTube, and everyone was saying, "Get this motherfucking coach the fuck out of here." They can't stand this because they lost by 30. They got their head kicked in by 30. You can't. Yeah, go on.
Do not throw your kids under the bus. If your team goes down in flames, that is not on your team. That is on your coaching. Period. At the end of the day, who's going to be the adult in the room? They're kids.
Max.
They're not supposed to fucking know how to play their best ball. That's what the fuck you're supposed to be there doing. And if you don't believe me, look at what Kim Mulkey is able to do there for LSU, and look at what Dawn Staley is able to do there with South Carolina. They lose players every year, and they still are able to fucking rebuild and have their team in the top 5 every fucking year. How, Sway? How? Yeah. You tell me.
Yeah, because with UCLA, they were
there play for them.
Yeah, UCLA scored like I think they scored like 12 points in the second half.
Insane.
If Michigan put foots all, Neil's shaking his head because he knows what I'm talking about.
And see, with Dawn Staley, she's a grown up.
That part.
Right? And she actually
love Dawn Staley.
Actually shows these young ladies how to be successful, not only in basketball but in life.
And
that's why you rarely see people transfer, even if they don't play as much, because they love Dawn Staley and they know Dawn Staley gonna put them in a position of success.
Yeah, but a lot of these coaches are just arrogant. To your point, Smooth, they just think they know every fucking thing. They come back for
their senior year when they know that they could go. Flujay could have went pro last year. Flujay stayed because she was like, I want another year there to learn under Dawn Staley.
But she also said NFL girl, she's gonna make $5 million with those endorsements.
Ding, 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 ding. And you ain't making that in the WNBA. Absolutely not.
Ring a ching, ching, ching. Fair enough. Yeah. Give me that money. No, I'm joking. Should play like the Shane McMahon theme song for WWE. Here comes the money.
And I just hope for Tennessee, man, because that right there, Don, that right there, NFL girl, was ridiculous.
It's
to lose
sad.
UConn like that, and then to lose by the most points ever.
Listen, I I wouldn't even expect them to beat South Carolina. I didn't. But to get your ass chewed out like that by 40 fucking 3 points, never lost in their history that badly to a team. That says something about you. Again, that's your coaching. That's not on them girls.
I mean, what are
you doing
going
wrong?
back to the UCLA. I mean, you lost by 30 to Michigan, bro. You lost by 30.
Real quick,
go on.
What I don't understand is you don't have 3-point shooters. Why are you shooting 44 3-pointers?
That's wild business. Yeah,
you don't have shooters.
Yeah.
If you want to run this, if you want to run that kind of style of basketball, have elite shooters. You shot 44 threes versus South Carolina and hit maybe 12 or 11. What kind of percentage is that? And how you think that's successful? She let any of them shoot a three. It don't make any sense. It's terrible basketball.
Yeah, no, and Smooth, even to I'll piggyback quickly off the UCLA and then we can change. Like, UCLA went 7 for 24 for 3 in the second half. Why are you shooting threes at that point?
Bad basketball.
That's your point. That goes to bad coaching because I know you want to stand up for girls' point. You want to throw your players under the bus and say they don't have heart and all this other wild shit. Dude, you need to adjust. Not like you're going to win, but come on now. You lost by 30.
I just like good basketball. I just like good basketball with women or men. And when you watch this stuff, it's bad basketball. I hate to watch it. Yeah,
I got you. All right, so we're into the Speak Now or Forever Hold Your Peace segment of the podcast. So Eddie read. I have a few, but I'll let anyone else go if they have anything else they want to bring up real quick.
I mean, NFL season is over, so now NFL free agency is right around the corner.
And the fucking draft, which we're going to do wash, rinse, repeat about whether Fernando Mendoza is good or not, because that's the only thing they're going to fucking talk about. You know this is...
I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Not at all.
No mock drafts, no mock draft, none of that bullshit.
I mean, yeah, I watched a mock draft today, and I'm like, yeah, I just stopped watching after the 4th pick. I'm like, they had us taking some random player. I'm like, yeah, fuck off. So, yeah, that's great. It's going to be fun.
Hey, VO, you was late. What you got, VO? I know you always got something.
With what? With the...
Speak now or forever hold your peace. Or anything.
Anything.
Oh, you talking about the Tennessee?
No, just anything. Since you was late, I know you always come with something. So what you got to do?
No. You really think the Tennessee, just to comment on the Tennessee coach, you supposed to you tell them that in the locker room. You don't tell them that.
Yeah. There you go.
In front of people.
I agree.
In front of the world.
I knew you had something, VO. That's why I asked.
You dropped that nugget. Yeah. Drop that nugget of knowledge.
Man, that's where you gonna lose them when you do that. You can tell them that, but you can't tell them that in front of everybody. You do that,
exactly.
That you lose them forever.
Yeah. So, I agree. You're just pissing people off at that point.
Even worse, because they know too as a team that it ain't all just them, it's you two. And for you to go out there and to kind of put them on blast like that, they ain't gonna never trust
you. Yeah,
she can't. She not Vic Schaefer. Vic Schaefer can do that. Ain't nothing gonna be no backlash, right? Because he been in the SEC. He got. They love him or whatever. But now the recruits you thought you was going to get, and you on TV saying that, they not coming.
They'll look at you. I agree.
Like you said, he would do that, but even he wouldn't do that because he know it ain't no benefit into doing that. Like me bashing my players in front of the world is not going to help them.
Yeah,
he did it. He did it, VO.
Like he did it.
He did it, VO. He did it the other day. They lost by 16 to Vanderbilt. He said, "This is a soft team. This is one of the soft teams I've had."
Wow.
But his girls, they not going to take that personal because it's Vic Schaefer. This is Kim Caldwell. He never been in the SEC in her life. She coming from the MAC. So they not looking at, they like, lady, you came from the MAC. You can't do that. But Vic Schaefer,
he got to be careful with that because, you know what I mean? Like these young kids are different. They respond a lot different than how
you shouldn't come out and call them soft. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
you shouldn't do
they're not going. My homeboy, he coached basketball right now. He said it's totally different than when we played. He said like when we was coaching, they was in your ass. He said now kids don't respond to that. You got to be their friend.
Yeah,
that's how the parents.
Or they gonna leave.
Yeah, and that's how the parents expect you to coach them like that too. They don't expect you to coach them
hard. Yeah, I agree.
No, they expect you to coach them like if they say they don't like you, then they don't like you. They don't know why my son don't like you. What's wrong with you?
But man, Kim Mulkey and Don Staley coached them girls hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very.
But they get girls that want to go there though.
And I think it's easy to coach hard when you're winning too.
That's why those girls are that good, because they want that. Those girls that are there want to be coached like that.
That's a fact.
They could go to any other school.
And Vio, to your point, most people don't want that type of coaching, but they probably sought that shit out, so they'll have a problem with that.
Those girls know in order to be great, that's the kind of coach you need, because you have to be challenged.
Yeah,
that's a fact. And that's what they say. And that's what they say when they go there. They said, I know I want to be coached this way. I want to be coached by Dawn. She was an elite point guard. I want to go.
Look, okay, I'll say this real quick. Let me finish. That's why kids today, basketball don't compete like how my generation of us played. Because a lot of these kids have, like, they don't, when we played during the summer and went to every gym, every park. We played outside.
We played outside. They don't play outside, Vio.
They don't play outside. Even we played outside, inside, in a shed, out of shed. It didn't matter. If they had a court, we was hooping. If kids nowadays, they don't hoop like that. They have trainers.
And also, Vio, they don't play outside at all. They only play indoors.
But even to further explain, they have trainers, right? So there's no competing in that. You just learn and drill. So when they go play against another nigga that's better than them, they don't know how to react. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how to compete. They're like, oh shit, this dude can shoot better than me, or whatever. You know what I mean? Or he jumps higher than me, or you know what I mean? They don't know that. Oh, I got to be harder. They got to know that what I'm doing is wrong, and then they lose their confidence.
But Vo, playing outside brought some kind of toughness to you, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but even if you didn't playing outside was great. That's a golden. Yeah. But my point is that these kids don't compete. They have trainers. They have like their parents go and they spend guys. They don't go to the hood and play basketball.
No, they don't play everywhere.
They're just AAU, right? And that's different.
Yeah, that's why a lot of these niggas in the league is soft.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like you look at the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. You think that nigga in the hood? Like I'll tell you the difference. Look at Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and look at Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't disagree with you.
By 6 o'clock, I want to say.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah. So we'll go to. I was just gonna bring up two things real quick. So the situation with the Detroit Tigers, because their stupid ownership sucks ass. So for context, people, so we did talk about this a few months ago. So their two-time Cy Young Award winner, Tarek Skubal, did get arbitration. Good news, he's getting $32 million this year. The bad news is they signed a pitcher, which. Thank you. Thank you. You should have got more. But hey, Detroit is clearly they're struggling for money. They're not selling enough Little Caesars pizzas, clearly, because they then decided to sign Fran Rivaldes. So for context, people, he was a pitcher for the Houston Astros who had locker room issues because he decided in a game to throw a pitch intentionally at a catcher to hit him intentionally. That's the guy, and they decided to give him $39 million. So there you go.
Disrespectful.
If I'm Tarek Skubal,
so fucking disrespectful.
If I'm Tarek,
there.
Hey,
when
Tarek
my contract is up, I'm about fuck them.
Tarek Skubal, come to Toronto, bro. We got some money now. We didn't get Kyle Tucker, so we got a little extra money. You want to go to Toronto?
You ain't get Bo either, so y'all lost Bo too. So
hey, we didn't get Bo. Hey, we got all the money. We got all the money now.
I'm gonna say Toronto having a rough offseason already.
How?
Because no Bo and.
No, we're fine with no Bo. And listen, we offered Kyle good money. It just. The Dodgers offered him more, and he's in LA. We offered him $35 million a year for 10 years, $350 million for 10 years. That's bad.
Baseball money is ridiculous.
Baseball money, but he got 40 to go to the Dodgers.
Insane.
He got 40 to go to the Dodgers a year. I can't knock him for that.
Because he ain't get that whole 350. That's insane.
He's getting the whole niggas getting $40 million to be like the fourth best player on the Dodgers. The fourth best. He's not even like if he came to Toronto, he would have been expected to, with the Dodgers, he could suck ass and no one gives a shit because it's not on him.
Like I'm gonna get rings and endorsements. All that's gonna make
this nigga's getting wow, like that's wild. And he's the fourth best player on the Dodgers, or fifth if you want to include. Yeah, go on.
And the thing with baseball, all you gotta do is be average to be a millionaire. You gotta be exceptional in these other sports.
But the thing is,
but their average is different.
but what I'm saying is,
average. Yeah, you're good.
Hit 300, You only got to get 3 out of 10 hits.
Oh no, I mean Smooth. Now it's 250. You're good now.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's average. That's average in baseball.
But here's the thing. Because people are always like, why don't more parents, guide their kids into baseball? Because it takes longer to make.
And it's expensive.
And it's expensive.
It's expensive, and it takes so much longer. You could be in minor leagues for years and maybe never get a call up.
Yeah, like I'll give you a point. And Nathan Lucas on our team, the Blue Jays, he was in the minors for like 5 years before they finally called him.
Exactly.
So he almost gave up. He was almost like, I just had a baby. I'm gonna go work and do some other shit. And then they finally called him up.
And when you find out how little they make in the minor leagues, I understand why more parents are like, yes, I get that in his NBA career may only be 3 or 4 years, but he's going to get paid immediately.
Minors ain't paying shit.
They had to force some of these teams to give them hotel rooms to stay in.
Because you know what? And the one thing I found out too.
What are we doing?
And one thing I found out too, and hockey does the same thing. If you get sent down to the minors, you get that minor league money. So let's say if you were up in the majors, and then they send you down to the minors, getting that minor league money, you're not getting the major league money. So that's why you probably saw a lot of these motherfuckers getting juiced up in steroids and shit. Because like, I'm not trying to go back to the minors. Are you crazy? I'm getting that major league money. I'm not trying to go back
exactly.
To
what the fuck am I going to do with $1,200 a month? The fuck?
Yeah.
Juice
still,
up.
Though, right?
Yeah, go on.
In order to be an NBA player, what is it, only like 64 in the world?
64 draft picks, yeah. Yeah, it's
64 draft picks a year.
Yeah.
So
correct.
In order for you to do that, you have to be exceptional to get in there.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
In order to play football, you just got to have a knack or a skill.
Right.
And baseball, average. So if you're a parent and you have the money to do that, let your kid play baseball. Because a lot of times we don't play baseball because it's expensive.
True.
But if you can steal bases, got a glove and can hit, you're going to make it.
Yeah.
Because
and if you can pitch. You
can pitch as well. So even though I agree with you, NFL girl, it's hard to get up there. I'd rather take my chance on baseball than basketball. Because if you're not good 6'6", 6'7" with exceptional skills, look, School Henderson probably gonna be out of the league very soon.
Damn.
Because he's just an average height guy with average skills.
Caught a straight.
And then also, again, we talked about money. We talked about the fact that you can end up in minor leagues for a long time. If you get past those two things, there's also their careers are far longer. Again, we talked about this with the NFL and the NBA. The average NBA and NFL career is 3.5 years, meaning you don't even make out your rookie fucking contract and you're out of the league. That's average.
MLB, you have to be really bad. Like, suck.
MLB, you can be around for, even the average player is probably going to be around 7, 8, 9 years.
If he's average, to your point, if he's average, I agree with that.
Yeah,
if you're actually good,
not great.
Imagine that.
Oh, if you're good, shit.
If you're good, you could be around till you're like fucking damn near 40.
I mean, look at Cal Ripken. Cal Ripken played like how many games in a row? Cal Ripken never got hurt. Like, this nigga's like an Iron Man. That'll never be top, but that's neither here nor there.
Never.
No, I just brought it up because I think the Detroit Tigers are stupid. Because like, what are you doing?
For sure.
You got a guy that you brought up that was a 7th round pick. He's come up your ranks, won 2 Cy Youngs, and he got to fight for his money. He had to bring his Cy Young to the arbitration hearing to prove a point. That's pathetic. What do we do? He brought his Cy Young to the arbitration. Like the fact that he had to go to arbitration is wild to me. He shouldn't have had to go to arbitration. He should have just got his money. So that's why I'm making my pitch. Come on, Scooble, come to Toronto. Go anywhere but the fucking Dodgers, please. Come to Toronto because I don't want him to go to the Dodgers.
He's going to be in LA. He's going to be on the Dodgers.
I know.
He is.
I know. I'm trying to wish that.
We all know it. We don't want it, but we all.
We don't want it. I don't want it.
He got to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you, Smooth. I want to see some diversity. I don't want them all stacking on the fucking Dodgers.
I said the same thing about
MLB.
I said the same thing about Kyle Tucker. I said Kyle Tucker.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanted to listen. It's not the Toronto tried. We tried our best. It's not for a lack of trying. He just obviously Toronto versus LA. I mean, it just got warm here a couple days ago. It's probably sunny as fucking LA right now. So I can't compete with that. How what's the weather like there at LA right now, the girl? Exactly. It just got warm. It just probably warmed up.
It only got up to 65.
It's above 0 now. Actually, it's been like minus double digits for like 3.5 weeks. It's been depressing here.
Damn.
So I can't blame. As much as I hate that he didn't want to sign, I can't blame Kyle Tucker. I get it. It's LA. Fuck. At least we got one Japanese player. So, but no, I was gonna bring up. You got a slugger. Hey.
Slugger.
And shout out to his daughter, Akamoto's daughter, because that's the only reason why she picked Toronto, because she liked their logo. So that's the reason why he came, because he probably wouldn't have came otherwise. Listen, whatever it takes. He held up all the logos, and then she pointed at the Toronto one. That's what he.
That's hilarious.
Hey,
shit.
I don't give a shit, because they asked him what made him decide to sign at Toronto, and he said that. I'm like, listen.
That's how people do their NCAA brackets, though. So
that is true. That is very true. They go off the logos. I agree. That is I've heard that too, Smooth. So you're not wrong there. And the one thing I was going to bring up also is just social media being stupid. Because Gavin McKenna, who's the projected #1 pick in the NHL draft, he got arrested for assaulting a guy, and social media ran with the narrative that he assaulted his mom. Meanwhile, he didn't. He actually assaulted a guy who assaulted his mom, who said some shit about his mother in the parking lot. So he ended up punching the guy in his face twice. So social media, let's be a little bit better and not report things so quick and rushed. Let's get all the facts first. I know that sounds stupid and dumb, but let's just be better. That's all. One thing
I got one more thing. Another Tennessee alum.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Why is this guy messing with?
Oh Lord, you're not going to talk about James Pierce, are you?
Oh, James Pierce. Oh shit.
Wow.
God damn it.
I love James Pierce, but fuck. Yeah, I forgot about that.
If the young lady doesn't want you, do not use your car.
And we know who the young lady is too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they're probably going to sweep it under the rug because he had 11 sacks last year, so I'm sure he'll be back.
No.
Oh, is it that bad?
It's really bad.
Oh, really bad.
Really bad.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ!
He got felony.
Oh, he got felony. Oh, never mind. Sorry, my bad. I didn't realize it was felony.
See, Mike, if it wasn't a high young lady that's plays for the LA Sparks, if it wasn't her, it's a possibility he would get in trouble, but not as in much trouble. Possible.
Right.
I think he would have got the same.
I think he would have got. I don't think he would get.
He would have got the same.
He'd have got.
He a black NFL athlete. He would have got the same.
But it's worse because of who she is. So
he would have still got it because we've seen NFL players get the book thrown at them.
And I've seen NFL players not have anything happen to them.
So not fully familiar. What happened with the situation with her and him?
He just basically broke up, and the nigga just, to make a long story short, he would say no. She said no. He said no. Nigga went over there, stalked her just like a movie, just like a Tyler Perry movie. Damn near. Then the cops came. He resisted the cops.
And they said he used his car as a weapon.
Yeah, he tried to run her off the road.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's what I said. These are felony charges, nigga. This ain't no.
Shit.
Oh, misdemeanor shit.
But didn't he have off the field stuff before the draft?
Yeah,
that's why he dropped. That's why he dropped
so low, because this is not new. He had issues.
And I like James Pierce too, but yeah.
He was up for the defensive
rookie of the year. I know he had 11 sacks. He was.
Yeah.
And I didn't want this to make this about Tennessee today either.
I know,
that was fucked up. It's fine.
I didn't want to know, but that's the topic that I had.
And another thing about your fucked up ass school. Really? That's what we doing today? Okay. Your women's coach's ass. Your former players are wife beaters. Like, goddamn.
Next thing you know, Peyton Manning might be in the next thing.
See, I wasn't even thinking that he went to Tennessee until I just thought just now, NFL girl. I wasn't even thinking about that.
So did she. The victim went to Tennessee too.
Yeah, she's a Tennessee alum as well.
That's how you know these dudes don't be getting no girls when they in their younger early.
They're emotional, man.
Any dude that had women before don't act like that.
That part.
On any level.
I agree with that.
If you've ever had women before, ain't no way in the world.
You break up and you keep it moving. This nigga's like, no, you ain't breaking up with me. I want to be with you, but I don't want to be with you.
If I'm an NFL nigga, I already got somebody on speed dial. already got. I'm already going to the next.
You would think that.
Yeah. I have.
Yeah, but
Nah,
in
man.
but y'all gotta
The
understand when it
emotional,
comes
yo, you
to
forget about the emotions. These
it's
young
not,
kids
it's
have
not
No,
just
emotions.
but
that
that
it's not
goes back to what I
it's
just said. If
about
you a nigga like me that had women or whatever, there's no way in hell. And if I had money, I would be even worse.
That's what I'm saying.
I would be
but
even
see,
less
here's the
distant.
thing
But,
Go
but
ahead.
this is
Theo,
this
you're born from a
this
different cloth,
honestly
though. You're a different guy from a different cloth.
No, go
no
ahead, Ansel, bro.
exactly
Go ahead.
but we've had this discussion
It ain't no
before
excuse.
when it comes to men that commit domestic violence and women and men that assault women. It's not about, man, I could get other bitches. I would never rape a girl. I would never put my hands on a girl. It's not about whether or not they could get other women. It's control. It always comes down to control. Y'all talking about being born from a different cloth because y'all understand that y'all don't need to control these women. If
Right.
this one goes,
Facts.
yeah, I'm gonna be heartbroken
But
and I'm
get
gonna
the
miss
next one.
her. But I just gotta know that I gotta be better with the next one.
Right.
You understand?
Facts.
Learn whatever lesson it is to learn from this relationship that ended and move on to the next one. When it comes to ones that commit domestic violence and assault women, it is all about control. I need to
Facts.
control this woman. That's
Facts.
all it's about. That's why they could be married and assault a woman. That's why they could be married and put their hands on another woman. And so don't get it twisted that it's as simple as, man, if I had that kind of money, I would never. It ain't
That's a
about
fact.
that. It ain't about.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's
It's not
fair.
about
Well,
how much, how
it
many other
actually is
opportunities
about
they
that
could get.
because if you're a nigga that think like that, you know what I think? I think you have mental issues.
You
I don't disagree.
1000%.
I don't disagree with you there.
You have
Absolutely,
mental,
that
mental health
absolutely.
issues. So you need to get that.
You
Should be your number one priority.
1000%.
He had
And
money
now-
in the
and now-
draft. That's why he fell. He was
And you
already
know-
mentally. He already
Not
had
to be
issues
mean,
before the
not to be
draft.
mean,
Yeah.
Stu, not to be mean. You really ain't got no business being in a relationship, honestly.
But then
That's a fact.
but then it just says.
At that age, facts. Facts.
But then here's
1000%.
but then here's the
Think
problem, though. Go
I mean,
on.
think about this. Think about this. VO, Smooth, Big Mike, think about this. This man is risking his entire NFL career
Yeah.
in his life.
to go
In his
and
life.
put his hands on this woman
Yeah.
and his life and his freedom. You understand? So that should tell you that there's something not right up here in his head. It has
fact.
nothing to
But-
do with opportunity to
but
get
then-
other women.
Yeah.
He
It's control.
absolutely could get other women.
But to your point, I think
It's
it
all
was.
about control. And
But
there's
then
something
but then
in your
this is-
head that ain't right.
But this is the problem with the NFL at times when you have these guys that have off the field shit, and it's like you're boomer bust because you think, oh, like I've learned my lesson
don't
and
help
changed
the
my
player.
ways, but then they don't help them. They don't give a fuck. Hey, get us sacks, nigga.
But then too, it goes back like to I said, if you ain't never had no woman and you don't know what a breakup is, you don't know, and I think the older you get, it's worse the experience. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga made. I mean, I'm sure he's in Tennessee. He probably had plenty of girls. But
Probably.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying.
But
Like
he probably never
he
never
could've
been
moved-
in
he could've-
love though.
yeah,
That's
that's what I'm
different.
saying. Like that's my point. Like I don't think that I know the nigga didn't have side chicks and all that before. He had to. He was at a big university, played football. Can't tell me the nigga. I know he dated Jackson, whatever her name is, but that nigga had some side
He
females.
had to.
He did.
As an
He did.
athlete,
As
an
an
athlete at
he did.
Tennessee,
So nigga, so my question to him is, nigga, why you acting so crazy over this bitch? What had happened is that the bitch did upgraded and you found out. What happened is, and you can't take it. That's exactly what this situation is. And this nigga's mentally cuckoo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it goes back and it ties back to what NFL girl said, control, because this nigga thought he had the situation in control.
He did not.
Right.
He clearly didn't.
He
Fuck.
clearly did not. The bitch was like, I'm done. She upgraded. One thing I give females credit over men is when we cheat, we just cheat to be cheating, right? Females cheat, they cheat to upgrade. They're gonna make it worth it.
1000%.
They're not cheating low.
So when they transition, nigga, it'll be worth it. They'll look back and say, we upgraded, not just because.
Yeah. That I agree with. I definitely agree with that.
So the fact that she told that nigga she moved on means she found a better, and that nigga could not handle it.
Clearly.
first off, she live in LA. Number one.
Yeah.
So you know she upgraded.
And she's to your point, Smooth, she's probably going to parties, she's going out, seeing interacting, networking.
It's probably a nigga that play football that make more money than him. That don't even play football. Live out there.
Oh, LA, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're probably
a regular guy.
And they're probably not fucking nuts like his ass, clearly.
Right.
Yeah. Right, Mike. She probably, well,
Like, this nigga's crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah, it's my chance to get away from this crazy motherfucker.
Oh, this guy works at Silicon Valley? Sign me up. And he's not fucking nuts? What the fuck am I doing talking to this crazy ass nigga that hits niggas for a living? I'm good.
She upgraded, that nigga lost it, and now he lost everything. That's what happened.
That's just wild. 1 year. 1 year. Jesus Christ.
It's like, why do these? But then you start to say, where's his father at, right? Where's his dad? Because the dad's supposed to put those things in you to help you as you grow up.
Yeah.
How to treat a woman, how to control your emotions, how to do all these things. But not one time do you hear dads mentioned in a lot of these situations at all. So that means that mom brought you up, or you grew up with a bunch of sisters, and you're emotional, right? Because if your dad is in your life, he kind of curbs you from that, teaches you the rules and stuff like that. But when you grow up in a household when there's no man figure, what do you have to stand on?
Well, you got. I think, and if you don't have the self-awareness to regulate your emotions, that's where the problem is too. Because I grew up.
You don't even need a man in the house. You just need a nigga around. Like, because I know niggas that don't have no niggas that don't have no. No dad,
my stepbrother.
They got big homies.
Me. I had my step. It was my stepbrother for me.
A coach, anybody that can kind of help.
Yeah, somebody, a man. I feel you.
Yeah, like I had my stepbrother was around me, so that was kind of what helped me regulate, right?
Yeah.
But to your point, Smoothie, if you're not self-aware enough, you're gonna do fucking foolishness like this.
My dad was killed. After my dad was killed, I had my uncle and I had a nigga that a friend of mine in the neighborhood that was older than I look up to.
Right.
That was my G. That nigga was on point. Nigga had everything. So I was trying to be like him. But that nigga was on it, dog. I was trying to be like that was my blueprint of what I was gonna be, nigga. That was him. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. But shit crazy, man.
Yeah, shit is crazy. All right. It is. Anything else anyone want to bring up? I mean, just the Olympics are going on right now. Olympics have been okay so far.
Anybody from Tennessee that Smooth want to throw under the bus while we on?
Peyton Manning.
It's not that though. It's just the fact that I saw the meltdown. And
Joey Aguilar. He's coming back. He's coming back for 7 years.
When I know the excellence of Tennessee basketball from a woman perspective, and I see that, I had to talk about it.
Joey Aguilar. I have one more. I have one more player.
I thought it was ridiculous. I didn't want to bring up him up, but it popped in my mind.
Honestly, I forgot. Smooth, to your point, I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that shit. I just heard little bits and rumblings about it, but I didn't. I totally forgot.
How about the nigga coming back to Ole Miss for one more year, man?
Chambliss. We talked about Chambliss. Listen, Chambliss got to get his doctorate. And isn't Aguilar coming back next year? Didn't he for Tennessee?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Well, hopefully, go to the
no one wants to go to the NFL. I think it's unfair for somebody to play 6 years of college basketball or football.
It's a little wild.
It's unfair for the nigga that been in the G League and he get to go back.
Yeah, that's more wild.
No, the ones that went pro and get to come back.
That's wild.
Insane to me.
That is just wild.
It was one nigga that was drafted in the first round, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
And he said he wanted to go back to college.
Yeah.
He wants to go reverse Benjamin Button.
Yeah, the one that he played 10 games for the Charlotte Hornets and turned out he was garbage, and now he's trying to go back and get college.
Alabama, but I think Alabama. I think they blocked it, so I think he's not eligible.
This world is crazy, man. This is stuff that's going on in college football, basketball. This craziness.
She said Charlotte Hornets. Shout out to Charlotte Hornets, man. They
playing really good.
They playing really good basketball. If you watch them.
Knipple's been nice. Knipple's been nice.
Knipple must have came in there and said, "Look, damn it, if I'm gonna be on this team, I'm gonna play this damn one-on-one shit."
Yeah, LaMelo Ball, you need to play better.
Ever since he got there, they don't do that shit no more. They don't do that ISO.
Yeah, that's what. I agree. LaMelo's definitely not doing that shit anymore. I agree.
No, it ain't. And now you see Brandon Miller.
Listen, I tell you that fucking Mavs Hornet game.
Oh yeah, that was a good game a few weeks ago. Yeah, that was a good game.
Ooh, that game was fire.
Man, Coop. Hey, shout out to Gravy, man. He told us about Coop.
Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag is nice.
He did.
Yeah, Cooper Flag put up 49.
He told us about it, y'all.
He did.
Yeah.
I remember Gravy. Shout out to Gravy. Actually, yeah, Gravy did put us on. He put us on a Cooper flag 4 years ago.
We had the scoop. We
did. He's like, yeah, I'm coaching him. I'm like, damn, okay. All right, so for context, people, Gravy's a mutual friend of ours who we had met on the other app, and he told us about Cooper Flag because he coached him in high school, I believe. So that's how we kind of knew about Cooper Flag before we had the inside scoop beforehand. So, all right. Anything else?
Hey, and he's a great player, by the way.
Really great.
Done, man.
You're done, Vio Smooth. You got all your shots in.
It's not shots,
more
man.
shots?
I just talking shit.
Okay.
No, the Olympics are going good so far. I mean, right now your American hockey team's kicking ass, my Canadian team's kicking ass. So I feel like it's the worlds are going to collide. It's only going to be America, U.S. That's my pick.
I was going to say something controversial about winter sports, but I'll leave that alone.
All right, next time. We'll do it next time.
I'll leave it alone.
We'll do it next time. Next podcast.
Because I really want to say it, but I'm going to leave it alone.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You got 8 minutes. Can you do it in 8 minutes, Smooth, or no?
Listen.
Because we got 4. Go ahead.
The reason why winter sports was created is because white people can't compete with us in the regular Olympics.
Oh, you said winter sport?
It's the truth, though. Think about it. Do we do downhill skiing and tricks? Do we do?
Not yet.
We don't do that stuff, right? They know they can't. Do they compete in the regular Olympics like that? You see them winning. No, I'm just being honest, right? How else would they get gold medals? Let's be real. So
you're saying it's an agenda by the white man to get some gold medals?
With everything in life, anytime they can't compete, they create something else. Is that true or false?
No, you're right.
Anytime they can't compete, they create something else. And they change the rules every single time.
Let's do this. You beat us in that. Let's do this.
Right. Anytime they can't compete, they create something else and change the rules.
Well, that being said, I mean, with hockey's too expensive. That's the only reason why I don't think niggas is playing it as much. If hockey was affordable, I think there'd be a lot more black players in it. It's just we would dominate. It's just crazy expensive. You're spending
honestly, if you think about it, the winter sports are way more expensive.
And I think that's
snowboards are expensive.
Skis are expensive.
Right, all that shit is
expensive. To go to ski is expensive.
It's not cheap.
You got to pay for that every time you go.
I went skiing when I was 13, and I spent it was a shit ton of money then, and I was in '97.
Listen, I know how to ski, and I like to ski.
Me too.
At the end of the day, to play basketball, you just got to get a gym and a basketball.
Ball, that's it. And some shoes, yeah.
You need skis, you need goggles, you need trainers, you need all that stuff to ski. True. We're not doing that. And most of us don't live nowhere where we can ski. In most cases.
Right.
Most cases, yeah. Because even us, like me, like Blue Mountain is like one of the ski resorts. It's like 3 hours away. There's nothing like in the city to ski. So unless you go do like some indoor skiing shit. So that's fair. I don't disagree.
When I turned the TV on, I saw that. That's what I thought instantly.
Like, you just thought, like, well, I mean, listen, I'm not disagreeing. Although I will say this, there are like when it comes to black players, there are some black players permeating the NHL a lot more in recent years than.
Facts.
And so I listen. If they start taking over, they're gonna have to change the rules. Smooth, to your point, they might have to get rid of these.
They will because that's life.
Because I told you about the one player, Smooth, the one guy in LA on Byfield who's nice. He's 6'5". He's nice. He's really good. And he's black. He's a nigga. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? And they got some niggas in. They got some niggas in there too. They ain't got no like light skinned half breed. They got some niggas. They got black people in there, and those guys are nice. They can hit. They can score. So slowly but surely, hopefully, it might change. And if that changes, then I don't know. They have to make some rules or some shit.
They'll come up, spring. They'll come up with the Spring Olympics or some shit.
Spring Olympics. Rake some leaves.
Because right, it was only one Olympics at first, right? It was only one Olympics at first, right? And then all of a sudden,
summer, yeah,
winter Olympics. So
yeah,
they can compete. Like,
yeah, the Spring Olympics will be. Yeah.
You ain't gonna say it's doing no curling? Are you kidding me? Curling?
Curling isn't great. Curling's boring to watch. I mean, I'm sure it may be fun to play, but I wouldn't watch it. It's not, no.
That wasn't interesting. I'll tell y'all about an argument I had recently, dog. I wanted to tell y'all about it. This nigga was arguing about who's more clutch. And he was telling me, he was saying Steph Curry is the most clutch. And I was saying, I pushed back on it. I said, he's not more clutch than Larry Bird. He was like, what do you mean? Because Steph Curry won what? 3 point? How many 3 point championships have Steph Curry won? Because he
Oh,
won
wow.
two or
Um,
one.
They ain't won two
Anyway,
already because the
the fa-
last
the, the fact
that's
the fact is the point I was
Dame won
telling he
3.
hadn't won more than
okay.
Larry Bird. Steph Curry has won. There's only three people in history that's won three. Damian Lillard, Craig Hodges, and Larry Bird. Right? Them the only
Yep.
three. I told him, I said, look, ain't nobody ever gonna be more clutch than Larry Bird when somebody tell you that they're gonna get the ball in a certain spot on the floor
and store.
and tell you they're gonna shoot it
And they're gonna
and
shoot
win,
it.
and hit it in your face, bro.
That part.
There's no more clutch. There's no more clutch than the dude shooting a 3-pointer, holding up the number one finger and just walking off
When he makes the
and not
shot,
even
yeah.
looking and not even looking.
Yeah.
Walked away
Dude,
when
he did that,
walked
yeah.
to the
away,
one.
bro.
Yeah.
Walked away, my nigga, and just said,
Yeah.
"That's good." And that's old Larry.
That was
That's
old
not
Larry.
even young Larry. That's old Larry.
He was even in his jersey, I think. He would think he was in his
Right, he was gonna
he was in his warm-ups.
Dude, I told him, get out of here with that.
Yeah.
So we talk. And look, dude walked in and told everybody who's gonna be second.
He did. I remember hearing that story. That was funny.
Yeah, he said that.
He
right.
did say that,
He
yeah.
was
I remember
arrogant,
that story.
man. Arrogant and cocky.
Dude,
But he backed it up.
Dude, 3-time champion. Even though, because dude said, "Well, Curry won 4." I said, "Yeah, but Curry won 4 and 1 Finals MVP. Larry won 3 and got 2 Finals
His
MVPs.
MVPs.
Talk to
Yeah,
he has 3 regular season MVPs.
he does. Larry Bird's
So,
legit.
so I'm taking
You know how
Larry
it is,
Bird
man.
all day,
You know how it
every
is.
day.
When they first see when they see what is happening now, they forget about what happened in the past.
It's called
So they see
recency
the now.
bias.
And recency
And another
bias.
thing
Remember,
about
yeah,
Larry
recency
Bird, Larry
bias.
Bird was
Recency
a
bias.
playmaker too. He was a playmaker. He wasn't just a shooter or scorer. He made plays, just like Magic.
True.
We
He
all
just-
know.
remember his-
I mean,
remember-
anybody
remember
that
his-
watched basketball know he was clutch, man. Without a doubt.
And Larry's assist was like
And not
5
athletic
assists a
though.
game.
And not athletic though.
True.
An unathletic clutch guy.
Duh, and the
Crazy.
thing is, and he was making plays. His assist was like 5 and 6 a game. 5, 6, like so he was dishing the rock. It wasn't like he was just out there just black hole. You know what I'm saying? He was out there making plays. Like Larry was,
People forget Mikhail was one of the best post moves guy in the world.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, well said. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up the podcast for this episode. I want to thank you guys for tuning in as always. You guys have been great. Keep the comments flowing. And again, Dylan does exist. He's not AI generated, we can assure you, because I know some
Did y'all talk about the Super Bowl?
We did
Yes,
already.
we did.
All right. Well, you missed that, but
Say,
it's okay.
you know what? Smooth what?
Don't
Hey,
worry.
man, that was the worst. That was just the worst everything
Ever.
in general.
Halftime show as well.
Yeah, we all agreed on that, except Dylan, obviously. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for watching. Checking us out next week. We're going to be talking about some sports. Hit us up, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We are on Instagram. So check us out. Check us all the shorts, all that stuff, any updates, all those things. Again, if you want to get on the podcast, you can feel free to hit us up at the originals_sports podcast on IG. You can hit us up there. I am out, one of the many. So Big Mike, I'm out. Smooth, NFL Girl, VO.
Out.
Dylan is out, Super Bowl champ, whatever. But we're not talking about football for the next few months, so it doesn't matter. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace out.